So in this box we have the KuKirin G2 Master, yeah, a powerful dual motored electric scooter, 2000 watts. So we're going to get into this box, build it and test ride it and give you our first impressions. This really is the true meaning of a box inside a box. Ooh, straight away we have our manual, lots of polystyrene, which is always fun to clean up. Now, is this the best toolkit you've ever seen? The best presented toolkit? Comes in its own little case. How cool is that? So nicely presented. I love that. And of course we have our charger as well, English plug, and a huge charge brick. Yeah, definitely a premium experience so far. Yeah, it's quite a weighty scooter, so it's always the fun part now, taking it out. Whoa, wow, this thing is heavy. What a beast. Ugh. Yeah, not much work to do on this one. We just have to put the handlebars in, but this is by far the most premium feeling scooter I've ever reviewed. It looks and feels incredible. We'll go more into depth about the specs later, but two whopping 1000 watt motors, big 10-inch wheels, I think. Oh, this thing is nice. This thing is very nice. Look at that rear shock. I love the orange, just makes it stand out. Very vibrant. So you just need to attach this to that, and we're pretty much good to go, I think, on this one. Yeah, not a lot to do at all. I am so excited for my first ever KuKirin scooter. Pop that up. That just screws in there. Kind of love this side running light. The logo, it's all going to be lit up. You've got another huge shock at the front as well. So we're just going to attach those handlebars. Now we're going to use our fancy toolkit, which has all your Allen keys in there.
Start to clap, 'cause I'm feeling good. My room is empty.
It's got like an ignition. You need the keys to turn it on, so they just come attached to the handlebars. Get two of them, don't lose them. You've got a lovely big display here. Got all of your controls, turn signals, horn, lights. Got the power button, your thumb, throttle, and the ignition. Keys in. Turn it on like a motorbike or a car. Hold the power button, and you've got that lovely big display there. Loads of information on there. We have like half the battery already charged. It's in kilometers. We need to change that to miles per hour. But yeah, very nice display. And you have our hook for folding. Very impressed so far. Very impressed. Give you a quick look at the lights. I'll show you in the dark as well. But yeah, you've got a rear light, which is a brake light. These very nice indicators or turn signals as well. Always good to see them. This beautiful LED side running light. It actually looks brighter in real life than it does on the camera. Yeah, they're nice and bright. Front and back turn signals. The charge port just there. So the battery is kind of housed under here. It's a whopping big battery. I'll give you all the kind of specs and details later. But yeah, really nice solid wide deck.
It's a guitar and a snare drum. Bang on it. It's this life.
And there is that super bright front light. Yeah, that's the lock-in mechanism. To unlock it, you just turn it and it folds down, latches on, and you get it up, you pull it up, then you just tighten it up. So it's a really nice lock-in mechanism on this.
I guess it's fine.
To get a better look at that screen now indoors, you've got loads of information, 3 modes of power. You just literally tap the on and off button, so you can cycle through 1, 2, and 3. Has like trip odometer, your battery status, the lights. Yeah, you can change single or dual motor with this button. So that is just switching it between dual and single motor, whatever your kind of preference is. Of course, you will get more battery in single motor. A lot of these modern scooters come with like app anti-theft, stuff like this. I always think the best anti-theft you can have, same as a car, is just take the key with you. There you go. Always the best kind of anti-theft measure. A little bit of a hill test. So yeah, let's go. Wow. Nice and smooth. We're up to 12 miles an hour. That is on the kind of first setting, single motor. We'll bump it up to level 3 straight away if we've got a hill coming up. Wow, it just flies like a rocket ship. It just takes off. That's 18 miles an hour, 19, 20 miles an hour. So now we have our first real hill test. Got to say that suspension feels lovely and plush, front and back, really comfortable. This is single motor, by the way, and we are flying up this hill. So even on single motor, it's more than capable of carrying my weight up quite a steep hill. Yeah, honestly, it feels so responsive. That thumb throttle is so nice. We are flying. The grips are lovely. Brake test. Yeah, decent enough brakes. Just cable operated brakes on here, but they do a good job. Wow, this thing is beautiful to ride, I've got to say. It really is. The deck is massive, so you can have loads of different kind of foot placements, whatever really suits you, whatever you find comfortable. Huge big deck on this thing. A scooter like this, you're going to get amazing battery range. There's a 52 volt 20.8 amp hour battery in here, so you're going to get really good mileage. I reckon between kind of 30 and 35 miles. Of course, using that dual motor, it will drain the battery quicker. Just dock it into dual mode quick, and oh my god, you can really feel that pull away. Mode 3 dual motor, bloody hell. It's like a rocket ship. Oh, Jesus. It's like wheel springs at the front. Oh my God, it's so quick. I've got the throttle pressed down a smidgen because it is so powerful. It does have 10-inch pneumatic tyres. They're actually really comfortable for such small wheels. They roll over great. Yeah, this thing is capable of on-road, off-road. It's like a hybrid. It will do everything really, really well. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that dual motor is a little bit scary. A little bit scary. Lightning quick, like a rocket ship. Scary fast. I don't see why anyone would need to bomb around at those kind of speeds. I kind of like single motor because I'm a wimp.
And I start to cry, 'cause I'm feeling good. It's hard to caramels. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, I start to cry, 'cause I'm feeling good. It's hard to caramels.
Quite satisfying actually. 37 miles an hour for an electric scooter is plenty. I think it can be de-restricted and unlocked to about 44, but that's just ridiculous. That is too fast in my opinion. But the riding experience is second to none, honestly. It's incredible. It is a hill climbing beast. Even a single motor, more than enough to get you up a hill, but that dual motor just does such a good job. Right, let's give it a full whack. Oh, honest to God, this is so good. Even over the bumps, it's so comfortable. What an incredible riding experience. So I think these are currently priced at around £740, so you are getting a lot of scooter for your money. I have such a good time just riding these things around, honestly. I love these scooters. Of course, have to mention, currently illegal in the UK. Legal to own, just not used on kind of public roads. So you can, I'm gonna run a squirrel over. Move, move. You can own them, just not ride them in public. I do think if you're in the market for an electric scooter and you want something well priced, well made, with unbelievable power, look no further than this. I think it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, about £740 currently, which is an absolute bargain when you think about it. Dual motored, 2,000 watts, 30 odd miles an hour, and the build quality is insane. It just feels premium, high level premium, and this thing has got way too much power for me. You know, I am in single motor. That's where I feel comfortable. Single motor is enough. I like the key system. The cockpit is very nice. The screen's quite visible, even in direct sunlight. It's not too bad. You can see it quite easily. All of your controls on the left here, including turn signals, which is really handy. Yeah, loads of lighting, ambient lighting, front and back lights, a brake light, everything you'd really want from the electric scooter this. It handles these tracks just fine, kind of like gravel, stony tracks. Do be careful. Always wear a helmet, I'd say, on one of these. But yeah, so much fun. If you have some private land and you just want to bomb around on one of these, well worth it. Just so much fun. You can get from A to B really quick. Great way to kind of get around farmland, something like that. Obviously, if you are planning on riding this on public roads, do be careful, do be sensible. There is a lot of power here. In the wrong hands, it could become dangerous. The suspension is soaking up all of the kind of bumps in the road, getting a few vibrations through my legs, but nothing in my kind of arms. It's not uncomfortable. So the shock on here is brilliant. The hydraulic shock absorber. These KuKirin, I hope I'm saying that right. KuKirin. These scooters are kind of renowned to be like one of the best budget scooters. And for the first one I've tried, I am so impressed. For the money, it rides like a dream. Build quality is superb. And the power is unmatched. I think I've had it up to like 30 once, and then I kind of eased off the throttle. I got a bit scared. It's almost too much power, almost too much power. I think if you want something kind of slightly less powerful than this, always go for the G2, which I believe is one of the most popular scooters. The G2 is very nice, but yeah, the G2 Master is what it says on the tin. It's a Master. I've lost the GoPro. My GoPro fell off and the screen's broke. I can still see it. Not the end of the world. A little bit annoying. Alright, speed test. So I can't do it, I'm too scared. If you weigh less than me, good luck. We'll fold it, we'll lift it. It's quite heavy. It's definitely a weighty scooter. You won't want to be carrying it up any kind of flights of stairs. I find it quite heavy. It's about 30 odd kilograms, so quite weighty. So let's fold it now. It has a folding mechanism on the front, so it's not really like a quick folding thing. It does take a bit of time. There's a bit of a faff. You have to turn this all the way out here. Then it has this thing where you pull, and then that will drop down, and that comes down like that. Just hooks into there, so you can lift it up. Like I said, it is pretty weighty. It's not light. It's about 35 kg, something like that. But yeah, you can see it's pretty heavy. It's not the lightest thing in the world. It's not super heavy, but it's not light. I wouldn't want to curl this for too long. Ugh. But it's got a huge, whopping big 52-volt battery, 10-inch tyres that do a great job, roll over really well. We're going to murder a pigeon now. Move! Just find it really fun and really practical. Okay, this one, a little bit overkill. I suppose the good thing about this, they are illegal, but there's no way the police are catching you on this thing. I'm not endorsing running from the police either, by the way. So the G2 Master is undoubtedly the most scary but yet satisfying electric scooter I've ever had the pleasure of riding. This is the one everyone uses on TikTok to escape the police, I believe. I hope you've enjoyed my test ride of the KuKirin G2 Master. We've put it through its paces. It's honestly, it's a great scooter. It's handled everything I've kind of thrown at it. The hill climbing ability is next level, honestly. So impressed with that. Off-roading is good. Hydraulic suspension feels great. And overall, it's just ridiculously fast. Like, if I had to sum up this scooter in one word, it would be fast. Fast, fast, fast. Maybe too fast, maybe. Switch to dual, and suddenly we're away. It's like a shot of nitrous oxide. Uphill, by the way. About a 20-degree climbing angle. Comfortably 24 miles an hour. Insane. So yeah, all the links are in the description. If you want something it's going to take your breath away, look no further than the G2 Master. I can honestly say it's the most exhilarating e-scooter I've ever ridden, and it's affordable. But it's also illegal, so bear that in mind. I've been David, you've been watching another two-wheeled review. Thank you very much, I'll see you in the next one. As always, safe riding. Bye for now. Doing these reviews, I've broke 2 360 cameras, now a GoPro, I've crashed a drone into a tree. Don't get much luck, do I, with these?
And I start to clap.